Let us do Prarthana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Annado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traita Theorem originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. Let us pray our Guru to provide us the wisdom in a right manner. We are learning Sankhya Yogamu chapter. Last week we learned up to 30th slokam. So after that we came to know that from 31st to 37th slokams, all 7 slokams are fabricated, they are unscientific. So we are not going to learn about them. After 30th slokam, Bhagavan taught 38th slokam that we are going to learn today. It is talking about Karma Yogam. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labhau jaya jayau tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papamavapsyasi. Hurdles, luxuries, gains, losses, victory, defeat, everything you think they are equal, then go for a battle. If you do like that, you won't be attached to any karma, sin or karma. So, this is the meaning of the slokam. Swami explained us very well about this slokam because it's the important point to consider from this slokam onwards. So let us see the explanation what Swami provided to us. First of all, Arjuna did not like to go for a war. There are 2 important reasons for that. First, the attachment, emotional attachment with respect to his relatives. That is the first reason. Second reason is sinful feeling. If he kills them, he is going to get the sin right. That feeling he got. So, the first reason made him that these are my relatives. That is called the emotional attachment. If I kill all of them, they will not be there. They should exist. So I should not do any harm to them. That is the first feeling. The second feeling what he got is, if I kill them, I am going to get a sin. That is the second feeling. So Lord Krishna, what he did, he gave the much more explanation about the problem of the killing. Okay, problem of the killing or about the death. So in that he explained about what is the death, who is going to be killed, and what they become after death. Those matters he explained very well up to here. So after that, now from 38th slokam, the current slokam onwards, he started telling about the sin and virtues, papa and punya matters. In the entire Bhagavad Gita, the matter about birth and death is very less, but much more explanation is given about the sin and virtue, papa punya matters. So when Arjuna thought that if if he does violence against their relatives, he will get the sin right. So that's what he got the feeling. So this slokam explains much more about that reason. Okay, it gives much more explanation or answer to such kind of situation what Arjuna faced. So the battle anyway contains violence in that. So it has two kinds of outcomes: invisible sin, and also there is a chance of getting either happiness or sorrow from the battle. Okay, those are the two outcomes come from the battle. If you kill a great enemy in the war, then you will be very happy. If it is reverse, like you are hurt very strongly by that enemy, you will be in deeper sorrow. Not only that, there will be a win and loss. Okay, so finally either your enemy is going to win the war, win the battle, or you are going to lose the battle. So there exists always either victory or lose, victory or loss. Okay, win and loss. These all are happening from a single task called the battle. Here, what the warrior has to do in the battlefield is he should focus his mind on the task of the battle. Task of the battle. He should know how he has to perform the task of battle. He should perform such a way. How many techniques are there? He should implement those techniques. What kind of ways are there? He should follow those ways. And he should use all his skill in the battlefield. Those things he should keep in his mind and do battle. If it is done like that, then no sin is going to be attached. If not, while doing the battle, while performing the battle, participating in the battle, if you think that I am doing the battle, I am fighting in the battlefield, oh, by this battle, by this task, I may get hurdles or happiness, I may get win or loss, I may get victory or defeat. If you think like that, or if you have a strong wanting towards that and do the battle, then what happens? You will definitely get attached to the sin or virtue, which is the part of karma. Okay, so it is a single task of fighting, that is a fighting or doing a battle. There exist two kinds of results, either sin or virtue, by following by with the two kinds of methods. With the two kinds of methods, either you may get sin or either you may get virtue. Those kind of things exist with the two kinds of methods in the single task of doing the battle, going in the fighting. Okay, so in a single task itself, either you may get attached to sin or not attached to that. Okay, so here two kinds of methods. One is either getting the sin or not at all getting. So earlier I referred that either getting sin or either getting virtue. It's not virtue at all. One is getting attached to the sin, one is not at all getting attached to the sin. Those are the two methods you need to clearly remember that. So some people may surprise about these words, but it's completely scientifically bounded matter. So whoever he may be, this slokam is talking about the theory of karma. If somebody, if some, it depends on the understanding level of this slokam. If the understanding is perfect, the person will travel into the path of the wisdom. If not, he will go into the path of the ignorance. The main objective of the Bhagavad Gita starts from the slokam itself, that you have to understand very well. If the objective of the Bhagavad Gita is not understood in a proper manner, proper way, either you may go into the ignorance or may go into the wisdom path. So, by not understanding or grasping the feeling of Lord Krishna from the slokam, we may deviate completely and go into the ignorance. So we need to understand this slokam very, very carefully, and also rest of the Bhagavad Gita we need to look into and do and much more research about this thing. So without being surprised for the words saying that with a single task of battle, either we may get sin or may not get in anything at all. You should know the reasons. You should understand very well. That way you also can avoid the sin from such kind of task. If not like that, then if you think this way, how he is saying that if you do like this you will get the sin, if you do like that you won't get sin at all. If you think always and sit like that, then you will not properly understand the life of Lord Krishna, what kind of task he did, and his life also looks like a sinful life for you. So to understand very well, you have to examine Bhagavad Gita carefully. Then you will understand the wisdom path very well. So if you don't understand a single matter, you should not take a decision that, oh, it's not applicable or something like that. If you do like that with a single statement itself, then you will be deviated completely from the wisdom path. So we have to understand very carefully and examine the Bhagavad Gita, do much more research on that, and start from this slokam onwards, what he did, what kind of methods are there, which method gives the sin, which method avoids the karma completely. Okay. So Bhagavan said so far until this slokam, up to this slokam, about the birth and death and the matters of the souls, like immortal soul, mortal soul, absolute soul, those kind of things. From this slokam onwards, he started telling about the sin and virtue and the method of karma yoga, method of Karma Yoga. So from here onwards, in many slokams, the two important yogams, Karma Yogam, that's Raja Yogam, Brahma Yogam, that's Gnana Yogam, those kind of uh, yogams are explained very well. They are related to the bondage of sin and virtue, which is karma. So all the matters are related to these two, Karma Yogam and Brahma Yogam, two unification methods. And to tell you clearly about those slokams, Swami provided us a convenient way to understand these slokams. He put a bracket underneath every slokam on the right side. This slokam is about Karma Yogam, or about Brahma Yogam, or about Yogams, or about Gunas, or about interests, or about souls, or about nature. So those many kinds of things he has provided in order to understand the Bhagavad Gita very well. Let us do Mangala Pradhana and end the session over here. We'll continue from 39th slokam onwards. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhu Rupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmanam to everyone.